Season 16 of American Ninja Warrior is underway, and this season is stacked with Colorado ninjas. 5 of them were featured on last night's episode, including one of the youngest ninjas this season, Emily Keener from Arvada. Emily, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, so if anyone missed last night's episode, tell us how you did. Spoiler alert, it was good.
It went great. Yeah, I made it all the way to the 5th obstacle, getting like super close to clearing the course, but I got the first place seat in the episode, so moving on to the semis.
Congratulations.
Thank
That
you.
is so exciting. Now, you filmed this when you were 16.
Yep.
You're 17 now. You're from Arvada. We love having a hometown gal on the show. You're
Yep.
so impressive. What made you want to become a ninja? It's so hard.
Well, I was doing gymnastics when I was about 8 or 9, and one of my friends invited me to come take a ninja class, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool, and I had been like watching this show, and I was like, man, this is awesome, and I just kept taking classes, and now here I am.
You already had that like core strength, really full body strength as a gymnast. You're like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Do you feel like having that training since you were so young gives you a leg up on the
Yeah.
rest of the competition?
Definitely, it was easier to like kind of come into it because I already had the strength that I kind of needed, and
Yeah.
it was easy to just like all the coaches could like propel me pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about, you actually have a pretty rare condition that affects your senses, and I feel like it's something that's made you a lot stronger internally and externally. Can you share with us a little bit about that and your journey there?
Yeah, so I have something called synesthesia, which is like where 2 of your senses kind of mix together.
Okay.
So I have it where anytime I hear something, I also see like a color or something to go with it. And then I also have it with like when I'm reading, I see like colors associated with the words and stuff that I read.
Wow, and you said like growing up you didn't really realize that other people were and also seeing colors and having that experience
Yeah.
too, and then just kind of discovered that there's a name to it.
Yeah.
And it's something that's made school a little bit more challenging. Do
Yeah.
you feel like ninja is kind of your outlet where it's, you know, a little bit easier and just put your body to it and tough it out and, you know, be really good at something, excel?
Yeah, definitely. School has been kind of tough, but I've been able to get through it and like work really hard at it to do the best that I'm able to. But ninja is definitely like my favorite part of the day. Getting to like take a break from all the school stuff and
Yeah.
go do something I love.
Hang it up and go have fun in the gym. You said you spend like you're in summer now, obviously, so you're spending 2 to 3 hours a day, you know, 5 days a week in the gym. What are you doing? What does your day look like in the ninja gym?
I'll usually go to the gym, warm up a little bit, and then set up either a course to train on, similar to like the show, or like something, just some challenges that are like tough to train for the upcoming competitions that I have. Or I'll go to like an actual gym with like weights and stuff and do some strength and conditioning work.
Because you need a lot of upper body strength.
Definitely.
Like,
yeah.
it's insane. Y'all are so impressive. You did Ninja Junior as well. So do you feel like that kind of made you a little less nervous because you had done some of the, you know, TV and kind of seen what things are like on that big production stage?
Yeah, definitely. Getting used to like competing with like a camera and like completely different like experience than just any normal competition. So yeah, it was good to like know kind of what it's like with junior and then get to like the real deal for the adult show.
What are you hoping for? What are you hoping for the outcome for the season, Emily?
I mean, we already know what happened, but
We can't tell anyone hope.
but yeah, we're going into semis, going racing. We'll get to see who I race soon, I think.
Okay, that's exciting.
And then if I win my race, I'll get to move on to Vegas and see how I can do there. So yeah.
All right, well, we're all rooting for you. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, and you can watch